So I am out here in these streets. Y'all, let me tell you, today, today has been a day. So it is Friday, and on Fridays, I kind of typically start my day a little late. I hope and pray you've had an amazing week. But I typically start my day a little late because Monday through Thursday are very, very hectic days for me. And when I say hectic, let me tell you what I mean. Okay, so my name is Nichelle. If this is your first time to my broadcast, don't let it be your last, because we do a lot of stuff on this channel. It's a lifestyle channel. So we talk about business, we talk about food, we talk about travel, we talk about family relationships, all that kind of good stuff. And then I dive into some business and some real estate too, because that's what I do. That's my lifestyle every day. So y'all, this morning the alarm goes off at one of our short-term rentals at like 5:30 in the morning. And when I tell you that I wasn't ready to get up, y'all. I was in a bad mood. Yeah, so I ain't had my hair done in a while, so I have been wearing these little wigs and everything. I like my wigs, but it's about time I go and get these little tresses like cut down a little bit. So anyway, I put my wig on, woke my husband up, and we headed out the door to the house to check on the alarm. First of all, of course, the police called to make sure, or the alarm company called to make sure everything was good. I'm like, no, everything is not good. Get over there ASAP. And then the police called us and let us know that, hey, okay, we're at your property. Nothing is going on. Let me tell you something. I think it was those squirrels in there, you guys, because in the alarm it said the back door, and we're like, okay, what the heck is going on, back door? But on the system, it showed that the back door was closed, so I don't know what was going on. But we got squirrels in the damn attic, okay? We got squirrels in a little bitty attic that we have, and they be having all kind of fun up there. And they had so much fun that I was there one day by myself and got scared like hell and ran out the house, because the squirrels be up there fighting, running, doing something. I have no freaking idea what they be doing. But anywho, so we went to the property, got there, and come to find out all was good. Thank you, Jesus, for that, because I was about to go there. I was about to go there. My husband had his little friend, Papa, ready to go. Papa had that ready to go. And so I'm just glad everything turned out okay, and that we didn't have to do anything, nothing happened, and everything is good with the property. And so that was the beginning of our morning. And it's been crazy since then. So I was finishing putting wallpaper up there. I put a little excerpt in here about the wallpaper. You can see I did an amazing job doing this wallpaper, didn't I? Okay, I did an amazing job. But anywho, after doing that, what else did I do? I'm on the highway, y'all, and people have no regard for anything. They like speeding through, going through cars and stuff. I mean, it's just sad that people be so in a damn hurry that they got to put their life at risk and others as well. Anywho, back to what I was talking about. So, what else was I saying? So the day in the life of a realtor, the day in the life of a property manager, I got a whole bunch of crap in my car, as I always do. But I'm headed right now to a property to put the bedspread on, to make sure all is good when the cleaners came by. A lot of times we have to take these bedspreads and come clean them at a cleaners, or we clean them at our home to save time and money and things of that nature. So I'm headed to a property right now, and I got a guest checking in about 45 minutes, and I'm running late to get there because of today's events. But here is a reason why. This is the whole part of the story that I wanted to share with you, why I hire out of the country a lot. So I have a staff of probably about 5 people. All of them are independent contractors, but they're still considered staff because they work within our organization. The reason why I have been hiring more and more people out of the country, number one, is because they are consistent. When I tell you, the 5 people that I have that work on the real estate side and that work on the property management side, whenever I need them, they're ready and fully available. I don't have to hunt them down. I don't have to ask them why you didn't do your job. I don't have to ask them a lot of things that I have been finding that I have to ask from people in the United States. And so that's number one reason. The number one reason is because they're very, very dependable. And I never have had an issue since I started hiring my first person out of the country last year. I started last year, probably around May or something, hiring people out of the country, and I've never had an issue with any of them as of yet. Hope and pray it stays that way, because I love my team, the 5 people that I have that work with me. I love them. They're efficient, they're effective, and they're also always on time. The next reason is because of cost. When you are a small business, money is sometimes kind of hard to come by. And when I say hard to come by, because we're a small business, and so every little dollar that we make, every little dollar that comes and flows through the business, we need that to keep the business going, to keep the business running, to keep the business functional and operational. So that is number 2. You know, one lady I have, she's making and she's working within the business. But you know, that's what she makes, and she's proud of making that, and she's a hard worker. Again, I never have to ask her what time she gonna be. She comes on every day and work. The next reason is because, as I mentioned, because of cost. And one makes $7, one makes $9 an hour. The other one makes, I think, $12 an hour. The one who should be making $12 an hour is my right hand girl. I have a guy, he makes about $10 an hour, and then the other one, I think she makes about $12 an hour too. But my main lady who works with me on both sides, real estate and property management, she's so I really appreciate everything she does, and I make her aware of that, and I really just enjoy working with her. So that's number 2, because I don't have to go broke paying people to work for me. So I'm an advocate that you pay for what you get. So I try to make sure they get extra bonuses to let them know how much I appreciate them while they're working with me and making quote unquote minimum wage. That would be minimum wage here in the United States. And so I give them bonuses on a regular basis. And then I let them know how much I appreciate them. And then I make sure that they get time to relax, to take away from the business, because the business can be a lot. Sometimes it's a lot even for me. So yes, so I make sure they get that. Number 3, the reason why I hire out of the country is because this is a big one here too. At first, I didn't think I was going to trust these people. However, I make certain that I get enough information from them that trust is not an issue. And so when I say enough information, I make sure I do a background check to be certain that they have worked in the United States with other businesses such as myself. I am real estate and property management. And once I make sure that they have we have references from other businesses that they've worked with, and then from there I call those people in the United States to make sure. I also make them aware of, I make sure that they understand that I need you on the phone or whatever I need you on at this time, and that there's no issue or anything of that sort. And so I have been successful in making sure that I get people out of the country by following those 3 main principles. And I'll follow up with you with another video, because I see my husband just called and I need to call him back. But I will follow up with you on another video and let you know some things that you can look into to make sure you get the best staff when you're hiring out of the country, because it can be scary. And as I mentioned, trust is a really big issue for me. A big issue for me even hiring people in the United States, because when you're working with people, sometimes you got to trust your proprietary information that you're giving these people. Because my right hand girl who works out the country, she has all my passwords, she has some of my credit card information, and I'm like, out the country, I can't just call police and tell them that this person did that and did that. So you want to make sure that you trust these people. And it took a minute for me to give her this information, but I also made it available that if I needed to change my passwords or put a block on my card, that it was easy for me to do that, being that they're out of the country. And at first I used to get a whole lot of notifications with my credit card, my passwords, telling me somebody was trying to get into my account or whatever. That's why I put her on there, so it was easy accessible. She's really the only one, my main girl out of the country, that I have that has access to all of that. The other 4 people, they don't have as much information as I give to this one person. But again, trust is so important. So let me just recap here so I can call my husband, and I'll follow back up with you guys a little later in regards to that. So number 1 is because it's really hard to keep people in the United States, because these people here don't want to work. Number 2 is because you can hire people to work in your business and not go broke. especially if you're a small business starting out, or if you just, trying to make sure you got money from one day to the next. Hiring people out of the country, they are not as costly as people in the United States. And then also, you don't have to worry about the laws and things of that nature with, in the United States having to work with them. Number 3, the last one, is because trust. You can be assertive and assured that when you hire people out of the country, for the most part, as I mentioned, 99% of the time, I have been very effective in hiring people out of the country. The trust that I know that they're going to do the job that they're hired for, and I know that I won't have any issue or any reprimands or, having to tell them to do their job on a daily basis. So that is the main reason. 3 main reasons why I consistently hire out of the country. So I'm on my way to this property right now. I'll put some little excerpts in here so you'll see what I'm doing, because I'm going to be rushing. It's 3:16 Central Standard Time, and they are checking in at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm still in some kind of traffic here, but I also have to put on my GPS so I remember how to get there quickly and it won't take me that long to get there. But I really appreciate you being a part of my space. If you got any questions about real estate, go ahead and leave them below. If you're not a part of our family, I am the Nichelle Startup CEO Lifestyle channel, go ahead and become a family member. Let me know who you are so I can make sure that we stay in contact. You can follow me on Instagram at Nichelle Womack. I'm also on Facebook. I'm also on TikTok. Hey, TikTok. I'm also on here at YouTube. Okay. So thank you guys. Blessings and peace unto you. May everything you touch turn to gold. And I'll talk with you real soon. Peace.